Have you ever poured your heart into someone only to feel like it meant nothing? You gave them your time, your energy, your love, but they couldn't see it. Worse, they didn't want to. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, one of the most powerful spiritual awakening happens the moment you realize it's time to stop giving your heart to people who never deserved it. This isn't about bitterness. It's about clarity. It's about healing and reclaiming your sacred energy. Let's be honest. My spiritual journey hasn't been an uphill one. It's been rocky. The old self is always seeking to glorify itself, to prove something. And some of us are natural givers. We feel deeply, we love fully. But somewhere along the line, we start giving to prove our worth. And I've been there many times in many different types of relationships, in different aspects of my life. We ignore red flags, we justify disrespect, and we hold on to this hope that if we just love them harder or prove ourselves, they'll change or see our worth. That's not love. That's an emotional wound speaking from the old you, the old identity, the person who was always trying to survive, the person that's always trying to be loved. It's the inner child trying to earn affection they were never given unconditionally. And in that loop, we attract people who take but never truly give. People who love the way you make them feel, but who will never sit with your heart and hold it with care. A real relationship happens when two people invest their lives with each other and hold responsibility for each other's well-being. What my awakening taught me was how to truly love not only myself, but how to love others the right way. There comes a moment, maybe we can call it a breaking point. It's quiet, it's not dramatic. It might happen while we're washing dishes or staring out the window or having a moment of quiet. And then it hits you. They were never going to see you. Not because you're unworthy, but because they aren't capable. And most importantly, they are not aligned for your journey ahead. And in that moment, something shifts. You realize that giving your love away freely isn't the problem. Giving it to people who cannot hold it is. This is the beginning of your spiritual awakening. It feels like you're coming home to yourself. Spiritual awakening strips you of what's not real because it dissolves what is not true. Healing isn't about closing our hearts. It's about recognizing where love begins. Inside you first. This is where boundaries are born. Not walls. Well, maybe a gate. Yeah, gatekeeping your heart. Not allowing anyone to just come in. You learn to discern in spiritual awakening. You become more sensitive to energy. You learn to ask these questions. Does this connection feed me or drain me? You stop chasing closure and start choosing peace. What our soul really wants, truly wants, is peace. You realize that love isn't meant to hurt, and it isn't your job to convince anyone of your value. The right people will never need to be convinced. The wrong people will never see it, no matter how much you give. Spiritual awakening doesn't just open your eyes, it opens your heart from the inside out. It wakes you up to the love that's always there, quietly waiting within you. It teaches you that you don't have to chase love, prove your worth, or beg to be chosen. Because real love, spiritual love, starts with how you choose yourself. This kind of love is peaceful, it's not chaotic, it's soft, but strong. And it comes from a sacred kind of discernment, the ability to feel what's real and to walk away from what's not. You start loving yourself the way you always wanted others to love you. You start seeing people not just through emotions, but through energy. You stop giving your heart to those who only want to borrow it. Awakening pulls you within. You can't unsee what you now know. You are worthy of love that honors you, mirrors your soul, and brings peace, not pain. And it starts by recognizing your wholeness. You don't need to close your heart. I know that there's a lot of you that have closed your heart after giving your love to so many people that did not return it. You don't need to close your heart. You just need to protect it with the wisdom that comes from being still. You can love big, love true, love deeply. But now you do it with discernment because you know what love is, because you recognize it within yourself. Because now you're not just giving love, you're choosing who is worthy to receive it. If this resonated with you, I want you to remember that your heart is sacred. It's the door to you. Your love is medicine, but not everyone is meant to hold it. The lesson is not about how much you love them or how much we love them, but it's about knowing who to give your love to. So you can finally open up to the right ones, starting with us, starting with ourselves. Thank you for being here. And if this message touches your soul, leave a comment and let us keep walking this awakening, healing path together.